Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Reviews of Moose. I got a really special unboxing to do today. Growing up, there was a time period there where there was several, I can't say several, but there was a good bit of bowling movies back in the day. Personally, my favorite is Kingpin, but my second favorite movie would be Big Lebowski. And so Boston Scally actually teamed up and they came out with a Lebowski hat. Now, if you guys don't know my background, I grew up in a bowling alley. My grandparents ran a bowling alley. I remember getting dropped off on the school bus to go after school to go to the bowling alley, and I'd sit there and bowl. I ended up getting to be pretty good myself. However, if you guys do not know, my daughter actually got to be pretty good too, and ended up beating me on a regular. That's when I stopped bowling. But some of my proudest moments as a father of her, outside of just the general person she is and how successful a career she has outside of bowling, one of my most memorable moments, my favorite moment of all time, is when she ended up bowling at Wichita State, going to college at Wichita State, bowling for Wichita State. And there was a point where COVID was going on, and so we couldn't watch it live. All right, so it was on live TV on CBS Sports, and I was able to watch her strike out against North Carolina A&T to win the national championship in bowling for college bowling. That year, she had one of the top bowling seasons of all time for women's bowling. She ended up winning College Bowler of the Year. She won the national championship, and she also won the all-tournament MVP for that tournament. Well, great season. Proudest moment I am as a father as far as sports-wise with her. I'm going to go and show you a couple clips with her of her striking out in the 10th on TV. And that's not the first time she's won on TV. I'll show you another time where she had to do the same kind of thing. This time it was on Fox Sports. But I was going to show both the clips for you.
Let's see it. Madison Janik, Team USA National Player of the Year. Opportunity here. Here's the first, got it. And Madison Janik, and here she is with a chance to win the national championship and the Helmer Cup. Here it is. A strike does it. 7-pin late. Madison Janik strikes for Wichita State. Just has to keep it on the lane, and the Shockers have won the national championship. She does that. Wichita State has won its record 10th ITC Women's.
And here's the one from Fox Sports. And this time I was against Mount Mercy. This is on Fox Sports, and she had to do pretty much the same thing here.
Seen, throughout the country, especially on the fresh, you do have to have a little bit of angle, more so smoother in the front, not down lane. Until the lanes transition.
Sorry, 2 strikes and 8 for Madison Janik, and Wichita State will close out. You know this bowler, Randy, Madison Janik.
Yeah, I met her years ago in North Carolina in a little town called Charlotte at one of their junior events. She was good back then, too. That had to be 6 years ago.
Back in 21, she was the NCBCA Player of the Year. Now needs just a strike and 8 to win Game 1 in this race to 2.
She doesn't strike here, they can lose.
Oh, yeah. That's why she's the anchor.
Correct.
I was told there'd be no math involved.
I'm a terrible math person. Adele will be laughing at me.
Did they even have bowling back then?
And here's the other thing. They're bowling against a team that's only been around 11 years.
Wow.
So what's that
just 8, and we'll get 9.
As far as the bowling world is, sometimes when you go to schools, you end up meeting somebody and they end up being your significant other. In this situation, my daughter ended up beating a bowler that bowled at Wichita State as well. His name is Packy Hanrahan. He is on the PBA tour, and he's been on TV several times as well.
Confidence is everything in sports, and well, if you don't have it, you can't compete.
The New Jersey Kingpins. Bada bing! Pack fever in Allen Park. King of the world.
He's acing shots. That left lane.
And very proud of the two of them. They have a great YouTube page. My daughter has her own, but he has one that's called The House Bowling, and I believe it's got like 200,000 subscribers. And but make great content on there. If you want to go ahead and check them out, please do. But now we're going to get to the review. We are going to get to the Lebowski review from Boston Scally, the Big Lebowski, and the dude, as I would say. And when I did drink, which was very, very long ago, one of my favorite drinks was a White Russian. And between that and nuts and berries, if you guys know what that is, those are my two favorite drinks when I did drink. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Ooh, okay, I thought this, when I seen this review or on the page, I was hoping it wouldn't be this like the same kind of fabric as like the dad was. Or, I'm just glad it wasn't. But anyway, I just want to get a little ahead of it here now. Here's the Big Lebowski dust cover. I didn't get the pins because I just didn't think I'd use them. So I bypassed on the pins. Let's go ahead and get this dust cover off. But there it is there. Good old Big Lebowski, the dude. And it was a funny movie. I enjoyed it. Especially, the foul line scene everybody knows. Cross the line, And, but my favorite part of that movie is when they were spreading Donnie's ashes. And they're out there and they start spreading them and the wind blows in the dude's face and he's like got all the ashes on his face and he's just like, I lost it. That was like the funniest part of the movie because it was a perfect time to create comedy during that scene because, it was like you went from sad that Donnie died, they're spreading his ashes to that happening and you start laughing. So it's perfectly timed there. All right, let's go ahead and get into it here. And here it is, the dude, the Big Lebowski. I got it in an extra large. It's got the same kind of print similar to his sweater in the movie. Let's go ahead and take the cardboard out. It's got the Big Lebowski tag on it. On the inside, oh, thank God that is not vinyl sticker. That is actually silk screen, or not silk, but some part of the lining in there. It's not the rubbery part that'll stick to my bald head. And of course, the extra large. And we got the Big Lebowski. All right, so we're going to show a close-up of this, get a little more fine-tuned with the scenes here. And then we're going to try it on, and hopefully I like it. Let's go ahead. Here it is, the dude. I call it the dude, but it's actually called the Big Lebowski. How about those prints? All right, now I'm going to have to get one of his sweaters here to wear in the wintertime. But yeah, I was thinking it was going to be like the dad fabric, which was kind of thin, but this feels a lot more heavier and more sturdy than what the dad is. So I don't consider, it is definitely a lightweight cap. How about that brim? That looks good. And yeah, I'm the kind of person that likes this kind of stuff. As far as like, I know there's a lot of people that are like, oh, it's too much going on. Well, I'm that guy. But yeah, great looking cap. Can't wait to try it on. I think they did a great job on this. Now, I'm pretty critical of Boston Scally, but I really do like this. Let's go ahead and try it on now. All right, so we got the dude. We'll go ahead and cup it up a little bit. And let's go ahead and try it on. All right. Now, this is an extra large. I have a 60 centimeter noggin. This does feel a little loose, but I'd rather have it that than too tight. And but yeah, I'm digging this. Like I said, those off the wall patterns, totally something I would wear. Yeah. And like I said, it's got that summer weight to it, but it's not like the dad caps. I mean, the dad caps seem like it's really like kind of like the Al Bundy one that came out. See, I didn't like that. I mean, it was just so, it was like the material was cheap. I mean, you could tell. And but this one here is definitely a higher quality fabric for sure. It kind of almost feels like wool in some spots. But yeah, I like this. I'm gonna rock this for sure. And you know, like I said, I'm pretty critical on some of the Boston Scally ways as far as recent releases or their quality control type thing. We'll be talking about that tonight on the Gentleman's Roundtable, the good, the bad, the ugly of Boston Scally. So make sure you guys tune into that tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 8:30 p.m. Central on the page here. And but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give this cap. I like this cap. I like it a lot. I'm gonna this might be the highest score I've ever given Boston Scally. I'm gonna give this a 4.7. This is the highest score I've given a Boston Scally. Usually they're in that high 3s, low 4s. I'm digging it. Great job. Great job, Boston Scally. I'm not saying you totally redeemed yourself, but you're working your way up, and I'm hoping that some more releases in the future will be as high as quality of this. And I know it is a PRC type thing, you know, as far as like, that's majority of the caps I review. But yeah, I thought they put a lot of process into this. I dig it. Let me know what you guys think. Again, this is the Big Lebowski by Boston Scally. Reviews and moves here. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see everybody next time. Thanks again for watching, everybody.